Get 8 gigabytes of all-access power.
To do it all.
Plus only TikTok to scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life, and more. With Smart Power all-access data now up to 90 days. Load now.
Good afternoon, everyone, and we welcome you from the Amoranto Arena in Quezon City as we bring you the bells of the ball, the cream that rises to the top, the last 4 teams standing here in the Pinoyliga Cup, the Big Dance Final 4. And up next, it will be the De La Salle College of Saint Benilde Blazers, the number 3 seed versus the number 2 seed ADAMSON University Soaring Falcons. And in our main game, it will be the number 17 seed JRU Heavy Bombers against the number 13 seed LPU Pirates, both gate crashers here at the Big Dance. As you take a look at the bracket for the Big Dance, and we have come to this, the last 4 teams standing, and we're about to bring you these 2 games that will determine which teams will be facing for that beautiful trophy and take the title of the first Big Dance champion. Good afternoon once again, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Diego De La Paz, and with me this afternoon is Justin Almeda, and manning the courtside will be Daphne Lozano. Good afternoon, Justin.
Yes, good afternoon, Diego. It's nice to be finally working with you again.
Yes, after a long while, finally back in the panel with you, Justin, and at the biggest stage of them all, here at the Pinoyliga Collegiate Cup, the Big Dance Final 4. Right now, it's the Benilde Blazers versus the ADAMSON Soaring Falcons. Let's take a look at how these teams got here. Sweet 16, defeating St. Clair Saints. And just this Wednesday, they defeated the Our Lady of Fatima University Phoenix 91-60 in what was a one-sided affair.
Yes, the Blazers beating Our Lady of Fatima University convincingly, winning 91-60. And of course, that's even without a couple of players who weren't suited up for them. In I think Gab Cometa was not there.
Yes. Yeah, we could name some of the players who weren't there. Gab Cometa, and we mentioned Mark Sanko as well. Even Tony Enot was not there for the Benilde Blazers during that matchup. And then let's go to the side of the ADAMSON Soaring Falcons. They entered directly into the Sweet 16, defeating the ICC Blue Hawks 59-53. And in the Elite 8, last Wednesday, defeated the Enderun Titans 74-70 behind Joshua Barcelona's 10 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists.
Yes, overall, all-around performance para kay Joshua Barcelona, also adding 1 block and 1 steal during that game, making his presence felt in the defensive end, as well as Ray Alan Torres, a former NU Bulldog, who's now with the ADAMSON Soaring Falcons, scoring 12 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists as well.
All right, and before we proceed on with our discussion, let us go to our Coliseum announcer, Ryan Anthony Pajaro, to introduce the starting fives and, of course, lead us into the singing of the Philippine National Anthem. On your screens right now, ladies and gentlemen, the starting five for both squads. Backcourt consists of Jomel Ancheta and Gab Cometa for the Benilde Blazers. Frontcourt consists of Mark Sanko, Justin Sanchez, and Paul Turco. And the Benilde Blazers are mentored by Paulo Layug for this match. While for the ADAMSON Soaring Falcons, it will be Alan Ignacio at the middle, losing the opening tip to Turco. While the backcourt consists of Matt Erolon, Austin Ronzone, Joshua Barcelona, and Flever Dignadice, as they round out the starters for the Soaring Falcons. And the first points by the Benilde Blazers, 2-zip start, and we are barely 10 seconds in.
Yes, as you can see right away, Benilde going to work. And looking at their starting lineup, you know, they're going with some of their veterans with Mark Sanko, and most of their prized rookies or transferees in Cometa, Justin Sanchez, and Ancheta as well.
10 seconds on the shot clock. Jomel Ancheta, the former CEU Scorpion, gets his pass stolen away by Joshua Flever Dignadice. Ronzone, his pass sails out of bounds, and probably even if Coach Romel Aducol was staying where the ball ended up, he wouldn't have caught it.
Yeah, the adrenaline kicking in for Austin Ronzone. Just too much mustard on that pass.
A minute into our ball game, and it's still 2-all for both teams, and an offensive foul against Justin Sanchez. And ADAMSON will get the ball back. And let's see how they will fare today, especially that they are sporting a 10-man lineup.
Yes.
So many players not here this afternoon. Eli Ramos, Matthew Montebon, Joshua Hierro, Mario Barasi, some of the key players that won't be suiting up this afternoon, including also Mundiaga Ojerike.
Yes, some players out for injuries, and they also have a tune-up game against a Korean professional team as well. That's why they had to split their lineups today.
10 seconds on the shot clock. Justin Sanchez, nice find to Paul Turco, and he gets fouled. 2 shots on the way for Turco.
So with this ADAMSON squad, you know, you have limited players in their lineup, but they're not limited in talent.
Yes.
You know, they have Matt Erolon, who in the previous season, in the season 3 of the Collegiate Cup, you know, he can show he showed us that he can light it up from the outside and produce near triple-double numbers as well.
But speaking of the Soaring Falcons, one of the players that I am excited to watch this afternoon is Ray Allen Torres, the transferee from NU. Let's see if he will be able to light it up once again here inside the Amoranto Arena.
Especially if you have that name, sporting that Ray Allen name, then that's something that's hard to live up to.
Yes.
So let's see if he can make it rain from the outside.
14 on the shot clock. Ignacio. The handoff here to Matt Erolon. 8 under 24. Jomel Ancheta hounding him. Corner 3. No good for Flever Dignadice, and it will stay with the Soaring Falcons with 2 seconds on the shot clock.
Yeah. It's going to be a quick inbound play here for ADAMSON. Hopefully they can get a shot off.
Baseline inbound. And the shot up. No good for Matt Erolon. And here comes Benilde. Mark Sanko, the handoff to Cometa. 15 under 24. They tried to give it to a baseline driving Jomel Ancheta, but it will go to ADAMSON.
And ADAMSON has been playing the passing lanes great so far, causing a lot of turnovers in this early part of the ball game.
7.5 remaining. And by the way, our referees for the ball game, Crew Chief Dennis Ascaros and umpires Dave Maligaya and Willie Hibe. 12 on the shot clock. Pull up 3. In and out for Matt Erolon. And here come the Blazers. Justin Sanchez decides to pull out. Jomel Ancheta to Turco, well outside his bounds. 10 on the shot clock for the Blazers. And a foul against Matt Erolon.
That will be the first foul on Matt Erolon.
So the Blazers sporting their white with green trim, while the ADAMSON Soaring Falcons in their deep blue and white. Classic school colors for both of these teams. this afternoon. 9 on the shot clock. Sanko gives it up to Turco. No good off glass, and the rebound by Joshua Barcelona. Ronzone, 17 on the shot clock. Gives it up to Alan Ignacio. 12 on the 24 for Ronzone. They kick it out to the corner. Baseline drive for Flever Dignadice, and Mark Sanko had to foul. A little too much contact and a little too close for comfort.
that was a good drive by Dignadice. Using that bump, getting Paul Turco to jump and drawing that foul to go to the line for 2.
Clever Dignadice taking 2 from the 4.5 meter stripe. First free throw is good for Clever Dignadice and ties the ball game at 3, and this is the chance for the Soaring Falcons to take the lead for the first time in the match. 2 out of 2 for Dignadice, and he will check out in favor of Kenji Cañete. So right now, tentative start for both teams, especially that if you're going to take a look at their lineups, not exactly complete lineups, especially for the Soaring Falcons.
Yes.
Parang feeling out moments pa for the rosters.
But I have to give credit to Adamson so far here in the early stages of this ball game. They're playing the passing lanes really well, and there's just always a man in front of the offensive player, and they're doing a great job bugging the shots of the Benilde Blazers.
Paul Turco gives the Blazers back the lead. Torres kicks it out to the corner, 3 ball, no good for Joshua Barcelona, and here come the running Blazers. Cometa, the handoff to Sanchez, loses the handle, recovers, no good off glass. The bank is not open for him, but Paul Turco recovers that loose ball and gets fouled.
And you see it again in that previous play. The blue shirts swarming Justin Sanchez, but however, it was Barcelona getting called on the foul as Paul Turco got the offensive rebound.
So far, helter-skelter plays here. Parang nakikita natin maybe a case of headless chickens on the floor, perhaps, Justin?
Yeah, it's a scrappy ball game so far.
Paul Turco making the first free throw and gives Benilde this 2-point advantage. Chance to make it 3 with this made free throw. Two out of 2 for Paul Turco from the 4.5 meter line. And Benilde makes a couple of substitutions right here. So acting coach Paulo Layug already starting to shuffle his roster, trying to find some instant offense.
Yes, we have Kahukom and Iral Galas checking in for this ball game.
And now let's go to our courtside reporter, Daphne Lozano, for this report on the Adamson Soaring Falcons. As we see that Kenji Cañete 3-point shot.
Coming from an explosive win from the Andrian Titans during the Elite 8 round, Adamson Soaring Falcons head coach Nash Rosella said that he did not make any adjustments in terms of their playing system for today. However, there has been a minor adjustment in his current roster. He said in his own words, "These are my best guys." With this, we can expect the Soaring Falcons to showcase what the Adamsonian basketball is all about. Back to you, Jego and Justin.
All right, thank you very much, Daphne Lozano, for that report on the Adamson Soaring Falcons. And before we entered the court earlier, Justin, we talked to Coach Nash Rosella, and sinabi nga niya a lot of his key players, including Eli Ramos, Joshua Hierro, Mario Barasi, Cedric Manzano, and even Mundiaga Ojairique. They're not playing this afternoon. Very tough situation for him na he's had to split his roster not only 2 ways, pero may isa pang way kasi meron pang, I believe, 3-on-3 tournament that Adamson advanced further.
Oh, and that's the hard part about having multiple tournaments. Sometimes you're going to have to find out which lineups would work best and how to separate those players so you can put the best lineup on the floor.
And Justin Sanchez shuffled his feet and danced to the wrong beat. So he was doing the 2-step on the limbo. 9-7, Benilde still on top. Ray Allen Torres tried to pass it to Joaquin Haimalin, but tapped away by Benilde. 15 seconds on the shot clock for the Soaring Falcons. of San Marcelino. Oh, so there's an early head coach's challenge on that play. So they will check that last out-of-bounds play, if it was indeed last touched by a Benilde Blazer, or will it remain with the Soaring Falcons?
Yes, it seems like the Blazers are confident that the ball went off the foot of an Adamson player.
So our referees, they're reviewing right beside us. 15 seconds on the shot clock for the Soaring Falcons. If indeed it will remain, with the Soaring Falcons. Oh, okay. So the head coach's challenge was successful for the Benilde Blazers, and they get the ball back.
Yes, so indeed it did go off the foot of an Adamson Falcon player.
Yeah, but then again, it's a bit early to use that head coach's challenge. So if there would be a crucial play later on, no more head coach's challenges here for Benilde. The kick out pass from Irele Galas, no good for Anton Eusebio. And here come the Soaring Falcons. Ray Allen Torres gives it up to Joshua Fuentebella. Shot clock down to 15. Ray Allen Torres for three. This time short. And here comes Benilde with Joshua Kahukom. Cometa inside to Edson Serrano, and we have a whistle on the floor.
Oh, that was a nice seal by Serrano, trying to get an easy layup. And great pass by Gab Cometa to find him inside as well.
So again, with the way that Edson Serrano was sealing his man, he was trying to make his defender smoked meat.
Don't look now, with 4 minutes remaining in the first quarter, Adamson is already in the penalty.
Yes.
So we'll look for the white shirts to take advantage of that.
And for a collegiate game, by the way, this is a very low-scoring start for both teams. 9-7 after that Edson Serrano miss from the foul line. A pair of them, to be exact.
Yes, medyo sloppy yung simula natin. The first 3 minutes of this ball game, good defense by both squads.
Sikat gives it up to Joaquin Haimalin. 6 seconds on the shot clock, and we have another whistle on the floor. I think the fouls are starting to pile up for both teams, Justin.
Yeah, this time it's Benilde getting their third team foul for the quarter.
Joaquin Haimalin to trigger the inbound. Sikat. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Cañete, closely guarded by Kahukom. Great ball movement by the Soaring Falcons, resulting in that Joshua Fuentebella three-point bomb.
Yes, nice looking stroke by Joshua Fuentebella, getting his first three-pointer for today.
10-9 for the Soaring Falcons. Now Kahukom, the two-man game with Serrano, but first he did the cha-cha there, but not allowed here in basketball.
Giving a new meaning to the big dance.
Oh. Again, these are the bells of the ball. Pero nga lang, later on this afternoon, yung dalawang gate crashers in JRU and LPU will be trying to get that other spot in the finals.
Oh, ang ganda nung setup ng semis natin. We have the second and third placers battling it out here in our 2 p.m. game. And mamaya naman yung mga gate crashers nga, number 13 and 17, I think.
Yes, that's right. 12 on the shot clock, and Benilde will get the ball back with 10 seconds on the shot clock. Parang right now I'm seeing that both teams seem lost on their offensive sets. And sabi nga sa ni Coach Paulo Layug earlier, no matter which team that they're facing, whether it's the Quezon City secondary girls team or the world champion Boston Celtics, they're going to run their same system.
Yeah, and that's what you like about with great coaches and a good basketball team. It's always the players who can stick to the system. That's how you can see that the schools, the team has they have good chemistry.
And GNC got scores inside the shaded lane, and Adamson's lead now at 3. Their biggest lead so far this quarter. 12 on the shot clock. Galas hands it off to Serrano, and parang sumobra na yata siya sa dance steps eh. Yung tanong ko, Justin, sa Benilde ba, meron ba kayong dance lesson sa PE?
Oo, meron kaming mga dance. Yung PE namin may dance yan, pero I
Yun,
think
oo.
athletes are exempted from the PE classes. Diba?
Pareho tayo na exempted. Ako naman sa DLSU, meron kaming PE dance class. Pero, again, exempted dahil ako naman track and field. 12 seconds on the shot clock for the Soaring Falcons. Here comes Alan Ignacio. Hands it off to Kenji Cañete. 6 on the shot clock. They kick it out to Torres. Great ball movement by the Soaring Falcons. Barcelona nearly gets that 3-point play, pero instead, he will have to earn 2 from the foul line.
Yes, another foul called in this quarter. So now the next foul for Benilde will put them in the penalty.
A minute and 29 remaining here in quarter number 1. And Adamson can increase their 3-point lead up to a high of 5 with these two Joshua Barcelona free throws.
And Adamson slowly finding their groove here in the late stages of the first quarter.
And it's 14-9 for the Soaring Falcons against their counterparts from Taft Avenue. 16 on the shot clock. Ian Torres gives it up to Joshua Cajucom. 3 ball launched and no good para kay Anton Eusebio. And back in the ball game for acting coach Ryan Betia, that's Austin Ronzone, former Arizona State Sun Devil, together with his twin brother Cade Ronzone, who's not with the lineup today kasi nga he will be part of that tune-up game later this afternoon. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Kenji Cañete gives it up pero tapped away by Irele Galas.
Yes, nice active hands by Irel Galas to disrupt the play of the Soaring Falcons.
6 on the 24 for the Soaring Falcons. 50 seconds remaining here in the first quarter. 3 on the shot clock. Cañete kicks it out. 3 ball. No good for Joshua Barcelona. And here comes Benilde. Galas gives it up to Ian Torres. 12 on the 24 for Torres. Galas gives it up to the corner to Cajucom. Baseline drive. Nice find to Eusebio, but looks like binutter fingers niya yung bola.
Oh, would have been a highlight. You know, we know Anton Eusebio for his high-flying act and could have given us a dunk there.
Shot clock is off for Adamson. Kenji Cañete against Galas. 5 on the game clock. Cañete gets the screen. Baseline shot at the buzzer, no good. And Barcelona's shot wouldn't have counted even if it went in. And at the end of period number 1, it's 14-9 for the Adamson Soaring Falcons in a low-scoring affair. Justin, your thoughts on the first period?
Well, like you said, it is a low-scoring affair. Both teams scrappy and just trying to disrupt the offense of both teams. So that's what it's been for. That's been the theme of the ball game so far here in the first quarter.
Second quarter of action between Adamson and Benilde when we return here in the Final Four of the Pinoyliga Collegiate Cup, the Big Dance.
Get 8 gigabytes of all-access power.
To do it all.
Plus only TikTok to scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life, and more. With Smart Power All-access data now up to 90 days. Load now.
Back inside the Amoranto Arena as the bells of the ball, the cream that rises to the top, are here for the Final Four of your Pinoyliga Collegiate Cup, the Big Dance 2024. The Adamson Soaring Falcons, the lone UAAP representation here at the Big Dance, up 14-9 against the Benilde Blazers, the number 3 seed. Once again, my name is Diego Del Paz, and I'm joined by Justin Almeda, and at courtside, Daphne Lozano and Alan Ignacio commits that offensive foul to start the second period. And Christian Harke drives and scores immediately off the inbound play, and great find by Mark Sanko.
Harke wanting to be that spark off the bench for CSB as he cuts that lead down to 3.
14 on the shot clock for the Soaring Falcons. Ray Allen Torres. Ignacio back to Torres. 5 on the 24, the jumper, no good. And the rebound by Ian Torres, and here come the Blazers. Sanchez, the nice fight inside to Mark Sanko. Bobbles it for a second, no good. The shot, still no good on 2 tries for Mark Sanko.
You like what Adamson did there. You know, just all players around Mark Sanko disrupting his shot.
Clever Dignadice. Oh, but an offensive foul away from play by Austin Ronzone. And just like that, we have our early timeout for the Adamson Soaring Falcons. 8:56 remaining. And before we continue, let's take this quick break. We'll be back with more Big Dance action. We welcome you back to the Final Four of your 2024 Pinoyliga Collegiate Cup, the Big Dance, and we're barely a minute into the second quarter, and Adamson quickly calling that timeout. Justin, your thoughts on why the coaching staff of Adamson quickly called that timeout?
Well, you know, they picked up 2 early fouls right away here in the start of the second quarter. They're doing a good job on defense. As you can see, Benilde is having a hard time getting shots off, except for Ian Torres scoring a layup there. But the adjustment that they can make is, you know, bawas na ng onting gigil eh. And in their offensive sets, just look for the options that present itself on the floor.
And Adamson's lead has been whittled down to 1 point. Ronzone nearly turns the ball over. 7 on the shot clock, the skip pass. Telegraphed by Ian Torres, and here come the Blazers running. Ondoa losing the handle, pero he got fouled inside the shaded lane. First time in the ball game for Roger Ondoa. And for Adamson, they cannot afford to give up these many fouls, especially na kinausap natin si Coach Nash before this ball game. 2 players in every possession for this match against Benilde.
Yes, it's a slim lineup for the Falcons, so foul trouble is something that they cannot afford.
8 minutes remaining before we hit the halftime break. Ray Allen Torres gets blocked by Roger Ondoa. And here come the Blazers. Sanchez to Harke. The layup, blow it. And then Justin Sanchez, the board. Look at that. The Blazers crashing the boards, resulting in that Ian Torres layup.
You know, these are the guys that sparked the win from them last time around against the Our Lady of Fatima University. You know, we were talking about the third quarter last game. That's when they had a 25-13 run against Fatima.
Yes.
And we had a couple of players from Benilde scoring 7 points each in that quarter. So that was Justin Sanchez and Roger Ondoa with 7 points each, who are in the lineup right now.
Justin Sanchez with that nice find to Mark Sanko underneath the basket. 7 minutes and 10 remaining here in period number 2, and this Benilde lead now at 3 points. 14 on the shot clock for Adamson.
Nice.
The hand, oh! And a foul there, a holding foul for Ian Torres.
Yes, onting kiskisan between Sikat and Torres.
So that's the second personal foul on Ian Torres, and he will have to sit on the bench for Coach Paulo Layog.
And there's another foul.
Wow, even before the inbound play. And those aren't good fouls for Benilde. Now it's Jomel Ancheta who gets called for the foul.
And you know, Adamson is still scoreless here in the second quarter.
Under 7 minutes remaining here in period number 2. Matt Erolon, bothered there by Harke, recovered by Flever Dignadice. 3 seconds on the shot clock, and it was lost at the baseline by Gian Sikat.
Yes, Matt Erlon overcooking that pass a bit. So Diego, nandyan na naman yung gigil ng Adamson, no?
Oh.
You know, they're getting good looks, but just a little too much. May onting gigil lang talaga sa offense nila eh.
And again, in a big game like this, you cannot afford to lose your composure, especially if you're facing a tough team like Benilde. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Sanchez kicks it out to the corner. Mark Sanko for 3, short and over the top, and saved by Joshua Fuentebella. Fuentebella denied by Sanchez to move to the front court, pero may foul on Christian Harke.
Yeah, that's 3 straight fouls for Benilde in under a minute.
Yes. I think as early as now, makita natin probably a little bit of the ugly side of Benilde with these fouls that they've been committing, and a steal by Roger Ondoa. Kicks it out to Harke. Ancheta, isolation play to Ondoa. Shot clock down to 12. They dump it down low to Mark Sanko. Justin Sanchez, the extra pass to Jomel Ancheta with a floater. Thing of beauty for Benilde. And again, running the system, just like what Coach Paulo Layog told me.
Yes, as you can see in that previous possession, everyone in the Blazers touching the ball.
Jomel Ancheta for 3. Bang! Bang! Boom! And the Benilde Blazers are scorching hot here in period number 2, Justin.
That's 5 straight points by Ancheta, giving them an 8-point lead here and causing the Adamson Soaring Falcons to call a timeout with 5.5 minutes left. We'll be right back.
As we take a look at the replay, by the way, that Jomel Ancheta 3 bomb that extends the Blazers lead. We'll be back after this timeout. This is your Pinoyliga Collegiate Cup, the Big Dance 2024 Final Four, and the Benilde Blazers showing us why they are one of the top 4 teams in the NCAA season 99 a year ago. Scorching hot against Adamson here in quarter number 2. 6 on the shot clock, the 3 ball no good for Flever Dignadice. But Adamson recovers and has a fresh 14. And another 3-pointer missed by Matt Erolon, and Adamson starting to fall in love with a 3-point shot that has not loved them back.
Yes, Adamson falling in love with the 3 and struggling from the outside. But credits to Benilde, giving still holding Adamson scoreless with half of the quarter already passing by.
Jomel Ancheta missing the jumper and the rebound by Joshua Fuentebella. Dignadice gives it up to Kenji Cañete. 15 on the shot clock. Fuentebella way outside and gives it back to Cañete. 9 on the 24. Cañete trying to fight off that heavy defense by Harke, and Christian Harke gets called for that foul.
Yes, fourth team foul by the Blazers.
And we have a 4-man substitution for Benilde. So everyone replaced except for Jomel Ancheta.
Yeah, you like how Coach Paulo Layog has trust in all of his players, using all 15 players in his squad.
9 on the shot clock for Flever Dignadice. Dignadice gives it up to Cañete for 3. No good. And Adamson has been ice cold here in the second quarter. And no, we are not talking about the air conditioning here at Amoranto Arena.
Yeah, I think they're starting to fall in love with the three-point line a little bit too much.
And the rebound and shot by Paul Turco. And again, Benilde has been boxing out well on their offensive glass.
Yes, boxing out well, forcing turnovers and getting points, easy points in transition.
10 seconds on the shot clock for Adamson. Matt Erolon, 5 under 24. The extra pass here to Joshua Barcelona, finally breaking that ice and ripping through the nets.
Yes, finally Joshua Barcelona scoring the first 2 points of this quarter and showing why he was the player of the game in their previous matchup against the Enderun Titans.
And we have a blocking foul against Adamson. But before we continue, let's go to our courtside reporter Daphne Lozano for this report on the Benilde Blazers.
Thank you so much, Diego. I had the chance to join the huddle of the Benilde Blazers during the start of the second quarter, and Coach Paulo Layog expresses frustration because his boys were not able to score during the last 5 minutes of the first quarter. He even asked them, sino ba sa inyo gusto maglaro? Yung hindi lumabas na. With that, he chose his players whom he knew is eager to play and even better to win. Now that they finally regrouped and got the lead, the Blazers have woken up from that first quarter jitters. We will be coming back after this timeout.
Pina-break ko na si Daphne. Ganun dapat pag let's And we're back inside the Amoranto Arena as we're down to the last 3 minutes and 24 seconds of the second quarter. The Benilde Blazers still on top, this time by 8, 24-16. Baseline inbound to Paul Turco, does not get the friendly bounce, and the rebound sky high for Alan Ignacio.
Yes, and talking about what Daphne reported earlier, Coach Paulo Layog having that sense of urgency right away to wake up his boys in the first quarter and saying that he mentioned na kung sino yung ayaw maglaro, wag na. So, ayan, pinasok na niya yung mga players na alam niyang lalaban, and it shows right here in the second quarter. 2 points pa lang na score ng Falcons and they're already up 8 points now.
And Justin, syempre, if you're in a basketball team, dapat may next man up mentality ka. And that jumper right there by Gab Cometa showing us na they're stepping up no matter who. It's like, nagtanggal ka na isang block, another block will come in its place and scoring. And here is the steal by Gab Cometa, the handoff, and the jam by Anton Eusebio, flushing that one down, and the unselfishness of Benilde on that play.
Yes, you gotta love the unselfishness of Gab Cometa and going for the highlight play to energize the team of the Blazers.
11 seconds on the shot clock. Matt Erolon nearly steps outside. And it will stay with Adamson with 7 seconds on the shot clock. My goodness, what a play right there. And I thought we were done with the highlight reels. After we last saw the likes of OLFU here in the Big Dance.
Yeah, we could have gotten a dunk earlier from Anton Eusebio, but it slipped off his hands.
Yeah. 1 second on the shot clock. Kenji Cañete gets the hoop, the harm, the three-point play the hard way. And that's the kind of plays that Adamson needs right now to get re-energized and reinvigorated.
Yeah, and that's Kenji Cañete. Nice body control, giving him that and one basket.
And we're down to the last 2 minutes and 6 of period number 2, and Adamson needs to climb out of this 10-point hole and quick. And they could start right there with Kenji Cañete's 3-point play conversion.
Yes, crucial basket for Kenji Cañete to give some sort of life for the Falcons.
Gap Cometa, inside pass to Paul Turco against two blue shirts. Not a problem for Paul Turco. And great positioning and of course great footwork for Paul Turco.
And you have to like what Gab Cometa is bringing to the table here in the late stages of the second quarter. He has been the reason why they scored the previous 6 points.
Kenji Cañete, no good, too strong off glass. And here comes Gab Cometa. Cometa gives it up to the corner. That is Gene Carrillo. Hand off to Turco, 14 on the shot clock. Cometa stands slashing through and tried to give it to Turco but misses that layup. And Kenji Cañete had to run through the other end like it was a track race.
Again, nakita na naman natin yung giggle ng Adamson. Napalakas masyado yung pasa and Cañete not being able to catch the pass for that fast break.
A minute and 11 remaining here in period number 2. 30-19 is our count. Once again, it's Turco underneath, but this time can't make it through. Ray Allen Torres to Kenji Cañete. Early on in the shot clock for Adamson. Joaquin Haimalin to Torres. 50 seconds remaining here in the second period. Austin Ronzone. Right baseline jumper, no good with 4 seconds on the shot clock. And here come the Benilde Blazers. Gab Cometa splitting that defense and slicing it like a hot knife through butter. And Justin, you are having a good time here at the sidelines.
What a move by Gab Cometa, still being the spark for the Blazers. And kahit yung mga sila Tony Inot dun sa gilid, napapasayaw rin eh, napapaside-step eh.
17 on the shot clock for Adamson. They give it up to Gian Sikat. Joaquin Haimalin asking for a screen. Gets it from Cañete. 8 on the shot clock. Great cut by Ray Allen Torres, pero telegraphed by Joshua Vanguardia. Last shot time for Benilde. Gab Cometa facing the defense of Joaquin Haimalin. Launches a 3, no good. 1 second left, and that ends the first half. Oh! If that was 1 second earlier, that shot by Joaquin Haimalin would have counted, but that was too late. And it's 32-19 in favor of the Benilde Blazers. And Justin, it's been an entertaining first half, especially if you're a Blazers fan.
Yes, and we have to give credit to the guards, Ancheta and Cometa, sparking the Blazers in the second quarter and giving them this 13-point lead to end the half.
We will have our halftime feature, stats, and highlights, plus much more when we return here in the Final Four of the 2024 Pinoyliga Collegiate Cup, the Big Dance.
Get 8 gigabytes of all-access power.
To do it all.
Plus only TikTok to scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life, and more with Smart Power All-access data now up to 90 days. Load now. Go beyond with Smart, the country's fastest and best mobile network. With unlimited 5G data for 12 months. Unlimited text and calls for both mobile and landline. And unlimited Netflix mobile on us. All with Smart Postpaid's powerful SIM-only plan starting at $999. Get it on eSIM online, anytime, anywhere. Switch now and keep your number. Get the power to go beyond. Only with Smart Postpaid.
Welcome back to the 2024 Pinoyliga Collegiate Cup, the Big Dance Final Four. And at the halftime break, it's the Benilde Blazers up top against the ADAMSON Soaring Falcons, 32-19. And what a start it has been for the Benilde Blazers. And let's take a look at the first half highlights brought to you by Eurotex Foam. And Justin, let's talk through with how the Benilde Blazers built up this almost insurmountable lead against the Soaring Falcons.
Yes, of course, the first quarter went to the ADAMSON Soaring Falcons, leading by 5, 14-9. But the second quarter was all CSB as they held ADAMSON scoreless for the first 5 minutes of the ball game, and finally it was Joshua Barcelona who got those first 2 points in the 4.5-minute mark.
Yeah,
but
it was a tough second quarter
Yes.
for ADAMSON. Kung sinasabi nilang desierto, probably they had to go through the Sahara Desert to get those points.
Oh, and on the side of Benilde naman, it was the guards who actually sparked them to get that 13-point lead at the end of the half.
Yeah.
Nagsimula siya kay Ancheta.
Yes.
He had that quick 5-0 run by himself, which caused ADAMSON to call a timeout. Tapos pagpasok naman ni Gab Cometa, napakaganda ng ginawa niya. He controlled the ball game. Got those steals, transition points, naka 3 points. And he was, the court general. He was looking for the mismatches on the floor.
Yeah, definitely. Actually, Gab Cometa not only scored, but also made sure that he contributed for the team by finding the open man, just like that slamma-jamma right there from Anton Eusebio. So definitely a highlight reel-worthy play para sa Benilde Blazers. And now let's go to our courtside reporter, Daphne Lozano, for this interview with the Benilde Blazers guard, Tony Inot.
Before we proceed to the second half, I am now beside a CSB Blazer and also a player from the Strong Group Athletics, Tony Inot. Tony, thank you so much for joining me here sa half. So ayun, congratulations kasi once again, naging champion kayo in the 43rd William Jones Cup. So sa tingin mo, paano mo magagamit itong experience na to, especially nalalapit na yung NCAA Season 100?
Yun nga, dami ko natutunan sa team namin, especially sa mga kuya ko, like Manong Kiefer, Kuya Renz, dami ko natutunan bago. Pag maglaro sila sa court, grabe yung best nila, binibigay talaga nila. Tapos grabe yung pagiging leader nila. So tinitingnan ko sila palagi maglaro, lalo na kay Renz. Gusto ko gayaan yung laro niya, kaya dami ko natutunan sa kanya kasi mag-roommate kami. Iba talaga siya maglaro sa court, kaya sana ma-apply ko yung laro niya sa upcoming season 100.
Ayan, that's really indeed something to look forward to. Kaya naman ngayon, meron ka bang gustong batiin at pasalamatan?
Binabati ko yung family ko sa Mindanao, sila mama, papa, si Lola Istin, Tatay Pilo, at sa girlfriend ko.
Thank you so much, Tony. That is all for our halftime interview. Back to you, gentlemen.
Lozano with that interview with Benilde Blazers guard Tony Inot. As we take a look first at the halftime stats, and definitely nakikita natin sa field goal numbers on how Benilde has dominated the Soaring Falcons in the first half.
Yes, and you can see also the rebounds and assists department. Benilde leading 19-13 in the rebounds, and sa assist naman 9-5.
Yes, that's right. Including, actually, surprisingly, Benilde only made 1 out of 5 from 3-point range, while Adamson with those 2 3-point shots. And let's talk through with what Daphne has yung nasagap ni Daphne from Tony Inot na right now he's now resting ahead of NCAA season 100, which will happen in just a few short weeks.
Yes, and ayun nga, like what Tony Inot said in his interview, he took a lot from that stint with the William Jones Cup. He was with the likes of Kiefer Ravena and Renz Abando, and naging roommate pa niya. Sabi niya, the way they just carry themselves, how they handle themselves professionally, playing abroad, and of course Kiefer being in the PBA previously, it's how to handle yourself as a professional and how to take care of your body and just the demeanor that they have as professional athletes.
And as you see right there, it was a 23-5 second quarter para sa Benilde Blazers. But the question is, will they be able to sustain this or even pad onto this and book their ticket into the finals, either against JRU or LPU? And that 3-point bomb to open the quarter, courtesy of Joshua Kahukom.
Yes, and not the way you want to start the quarter if you're on the side of Adamson.
11 seconds on the shot clock. Baseline drive by Ignacio. That was a nasty move by Alan Ignacio with that reverse layup.
Yeah, that was an acrobatic move for a big man.
Exactly. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Kahukom gives it up to Mark Sanko. And now they go to Ian Torres. 6 on the 24. Sanko, lefty 3. No good. And the rebound by Alan Ignacio. And here comes Matt Erolon. Pulls up from deep. In and out. And the rebound by Austin Ronzone. Tried to save it, but first may foul kontra dito kay Edson Serrano. The pushing variety though.
Yeah, nice play by Austin Ronzone to get that second chance possession for the Falcons.
Matt Erolon to Ignacio. Erolon gets it back, left corner 3, in and out, and the rebound by Mark Sanko. And the struggles continue for the Soaring Falcons. Ian Torres. Skip pass there to Kahukom. Now they go to Sanko. Shot clock down to 10. Kahukom bothered there by the defense of Adamson. 5 on the 24. Harke for 3. Back rims that one. And the rebound by Matt Erolon.
Yeah, that shot by Harke looked good from here.
Oo. Erolon gives it up to Flever Dignadice. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Ignacio, nice find inside, pero passes it to the wrong man. A white shirt in Edson Serrano, and here comes Kahukom, high off glass, but can't make that shot. Kulang sa pectus ang tira doon ni Kahukom.
Oh, medyo napalakas ng onte. Hits the front of the rim and bounces out. As you can see, Coach Paulo Layo gets furious on the sidelines.
And here comes Adamson. They go underneath to Allen Ignacio. Ignacio getting the bump and the bucket and the chance for the bonus.
Yeah, it's been Allen Ignacio, sparking this Adamson team here in the third quarter.
35-23. Chance to make this an 11-point ball game if he makes this bonus, but fails to do so. Here comes Benilde. Skip pass to Harke. 15 na sa kanyang shot clock. Torres trying to direct traffic here. Cross-court pass there to Joshua Kahukom. 6 on the shot clock. Sanko loses it. And here comes Austin Ronzone. Nice find to Matt Erolon. And another chance for Adamson to produce points at the foul line, Justin.
That was a nice pass by Austin Ronzone, finding Matt Erolon and driving hard to the basket to draw the foul.
7:21 remaining here in the third period. So much time for Adamson. And with a lead like this, 12 points, it's still manageable. And even better if they cut it down to single digits entering the fourth and final quarter.
Yes, that should be the goal for the Falcons. Coming into the end of this third quarter too. It's nice to just have goal settings when you're facing a deficit like this. Just to cut it down to single digits and see where it goes from there in the fourth quarter.
Erolon at the foul line, and a chance for him to make this a 10-point ball game. And yes, he gets that shooter's roll. Ian Torres will check out in favor of Gab Cometa. Christian Harke. Forward pass to Mark Sanko. Skip pass to Kahukom. Launches the three. Uno, dos, tres. And what a shot for Benilde. And great possession there. The way that they moved the ball. Halos lahat silang lima nakahawak ng bola.
And we've seen that multiple times today. All players of Benilde touching the basketball before getting that hoop in the hole.
And Allen Ignacio scoring underneath the hole for Adamson, but they cannot afford to trade baskets. Another Kahukom three, but this time hits the front of the rim. Here comes Adamson. Chance for them to make this a 9-point ball game, or 8 if they launch a three. Three ball by Austin Ronzone. No good, off to the left. And here comes Benilde. Gab Cometa. Stuck at the top of the key. Kahukom. Balik kay Cometa. They go to Sanko. And stolen away by Adamson, courtesy of Flever Dignadice. Dignadice gives it up to Joshua Barcelona. Shot clock down to 15. They go to the corner. Ignacio. Skip pass to Dignadice. 9 on the shot clock. 3 ball launched and connects for Austin Ronzone.
And I was just about to say, the good thing that Adamson is doing now is, they're starting to shy away from the three-point line, finding Ignacio inside and getting easier baskets. But Ronzone gets that three to finally go for them.
17 on the shot clock for Adamson, but they lose the handle on that leak out play for Austin Ronzone. And now Kahukom calling the shots on the floor. 14 on the shot clock. Cometa fakes the three, drives closer, and puts up the shot. Ill-advised shot there for Gab Cometa.
Yes, bothered by the long arms of the Adamson Falcons.
Nearing the halfway point of the third period, and Christian Harke, a little too much aggressiveness there on Matt Erolon.
Yeah, kitang-kita mo yung pagka-veterano ni Erolon, nakahawi na agad kay Harke. And Harke was the one who was called for the foul.
Yeah, parang chini-chicken wing ba yun? Oo. And that is the fourth team foul against Benilde this quarter. So just like that, they're in the penalty early again. But luckily for Benilde though, even though they entered the penalty early, after they enter the penalty, they don't commit much fouls and they play tighter defense.
Parang kailangan lang nilang matakot, no? Before, pag nakarating na sila sa penalty, that's when they start playing straight up defense.
Ray Allen Torres gives it up to Cañete. Puts up from 3 and connects right there. And don't look now, Adamson within 5, 38-33. After that Kenji Cañete 3-point bomb. And let's take this quick break with Benilde. We'll be right back after this timeout.
Wow. Habol ah.
And we're back inside the Amoranto Arena as we continue the Final Four of your Pinoyliga Collegiate Cup, the Big Dance 2024. 38-33, this Benilde lead has now shrunken to just 5 points, and Coach Paulo Layug had to stop the bleeding and call timeout. Nice find underneath to Kahukom from Gab Cometa, and looks like Coach Paulo Layug is employing a 3-guard lineup here.
Yes, and you really like what Gab Cometa has brought to this team today. He's been making the right decisions on the floor, and finally when Adamson gets a run, Gab Cometa finds his teammate under and stops the bleeding for the Blazers.
40-33, 7-point lead for Benilde. And here comes Gab Cometa, loses the handle, and here comes a streaking Matt Erolon and gets fouled on the way to the cup by Anton Eusebio. 3-point play opportunity in the offing.
And finally Adamson finding a way to get that basket in the hole, and this time getting an end one is Matt Erolon.
I think especially that Adamson does not have a wealth in big men. They have the opportunity to keep on attacking the basket and keep on running on the fast break. As they say, fight fire with fire. Benilde also loves to run.
And that's what Adamson was doing well in the first quarter. Getting in the passing lanes, committing turnovers for Benilde, and nakakuha sila ng mga easy transition baskets. And they're finally going back to it here in the third.
This is the lowest lead of Benilde since getting on that second quarter run, 40-36, a 4-point ball game. Sanchez gives it up to Eusebio, fakes, puts up the shot inside that semicircle and makes that shot to fall through.
Oh, nice soft touch para kay Anton Eusebio.
Oh. 42-36, 6-point match. Ray Allen Torres gives it up to Gian Sikat, 12 on the 24. Flever Dignadice for 3, short, and another rebound by the Blazers. Here comes Gab Cometa. Ball movement here goes to Joshua Kahukom. 12 on the shot clock.
Oh.
Sanchez gives it up to an unaware Paul Turco, who turns the ball over.
Yeah, miscommunication by the Blazers that time.
14 on the 24. Gian Sikat hands it off to Kenji Cañete. 9 on the shot clock. They go to Flever Dignadice for 3. Bang! Bang! Boom! And it's a 3-point ball game, and we have a match here in the Final Four.
Yeah, I wonder what happened in that halftime. So all of a sudden, the ADAMSON Falcons waking up.
And Anton Eusebio nearly getting a 3-point play conversion there, but instead he will have to earn 2 from the 15-foot parallel.
Yeah. In the first half, the Falcons falling in love with the 3-point line and not getting anything to go. But here in the third, it's a different story.
Yeah, what a ball game so far. You know, it's been, as they say, a tale of 3 quarters so far. First quarter went to Adamson. Second quarter was that big Blazers explosion. And now here in the third quarter, we are going neck and neck.
Yeah, it's been a battle of runs so far. And let's see if this game will go down to the wire.
Sabi nga nila, it's not how you start, but it's how you finish. And it is so exciting to see how this game will go down. 43-39. It's a 4-point ball game in favor of Benilde. Erolon to Torres, pero nakita muna na nagkonting shuffle o kaya nagtinikling muna etong si Matt Erolon. Pero bawal yan sa basketball.
Oh, nagkamali naman ng briefing sa Big Dance eh.
Oo nga eh. Baka yata nag-sign up sila sa The Big Break Dance. 2 minutes and 17 remaining here in quarter number 3. Now Jomel Ancheta in the ball game for Benilde together with Roger Ondoa. 7 on the shot clock. Ancheta uncorks and unleashes that 3-point shot. And Benilde starting to get back on their bearings.
Yes, again, it's the guards of Benilde. You know, Cometa starting out strong in the third, and now Ancheta coming in for him and being a spark right away.
Barcelona gives it up to Matt Erolon. Ray Allen Torres for 3. Bang! Bang! Boom! And it's back to a 4-point ball game. Back and forth we go here in the third period.
Yes, back and forth is right. Ang ganda ng sagutan ng dalawang koponan na to.
12 on the shot clock. Gab Cometa to Justin Sanchez. Sanchez with that secondary bump and bucket, doing his opponent dirty there.
Yeah. That's Justin Sanchez with a big boy move.
Oh. 17 on the shot clock with 1 minute and 11 remaining here in period number 3. Barcelona, the handoff to Kenji Cañete. Cañete gives it up to Ray Allen Torres. 6 on the shot clock. Is Adamson aware? Matt Erolon drives baseline, fadeaway jumper. No good at the shot clock buzzer.
Oh, that was perfect defense by Roger Ondoa, leaving just a little space for Matt Erolon to get that shot up.
Justin Sanchez gets the hoop, the harm, the 3-point play the hard way, and it's back to an 8-point Benilde lead.
The dirty guy, Justin Sanchez.
My goodness. Justin Sanchez is coming alive late here in the third period. And let's take a look at that replay. Inside to Justin Sanchez against Barcelona and making that layup in heavy traffic. My, oh my.
Yeah, Justin Sanchez realizing that he has the height advantage and the agility to just go in and sky over his defenders.
42.3 remaining here in quarter number 3, and Adamson needs a solution to this big problem in the Blazers. 30 seconds remaining. Ignacio trying to find a man to hand it off to. Matt Erolon facing the defense of Justin Sanchez. They go inside to Ignacio. Ignacio against Turco, and not a problem for Alan Ignacio backing down Paul Turco.
And Ignacio has been really impressive this ball game. Very steady big man for the blue shirts.
6 seconds on the game clock for Jomel Ancheta. 3 seconds remaining. Gives it up. The jumper too strong for Gene Carrillo, and that ends the third period of play. And it's 51-44 still in favor of the Blazers. Although they they saw their huge lead shrink a little and gave them a little scare here in the third period.
Yes, good start by the Falcons in that third quarter. However, Benilde finding an answer and making a mini run of their own. But overall, good quarter for Adamson to cut this deficit down to 7 points and making it a ball game here in the fourth quarter.
Will Benilde Blazers hold on and book their ticket into the finals, or will we see a resurgence from the Adamson Soaring Falcons? Everything and more when we return here in the 2024 Pinoyliga Collegiate Cup, the Big Dance Final Four.
Get 8 gigabytes of all-access power.
To do it all.
Plus only TikTok to scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life, and more. With Smart Power all-access data now up to 90 days. Load now.
We are down to the final 10 minutes between the Benilde Blazers and the Adamson Soaring Falcons. Benilde with a 51-44 lead. Will we see the Blazers hang on and book their ticket into the finals? Or will we see the Soaring Falcons sky high and steal this victory away from Benilde? We'll find out shortly. Diego De La Paz together with Justin Almeida and our courtside reporter Daphne Lozano here at the Amoranto Arena for your 2024 Pinoyliga Collegiate Cup, the Big Dance Final Four.
That's right, and right away, Adamson draws one foul on the Blazers. And let's see if they can replicate that third quarter, getting Benilde early in the penalty.
14 on the shot clock, Ray Allen Torres. And great ball movement, finds a man in the corner, no good for Joaquin Jaimalin. And the rebound by Justin Sanchez. 17 on the 24 for Benilde. Carillo trying to survey the floor, finds Ancheta. They go to the corner to Sanchez, trying to find Paul Turco, but stolen away by Adamson. Unselfish play by Benilde, but they could not find the right open man there. Erolon kicks it out to Ray Allen Torres. And that one slid smooth and struck strong for the Soaring Falcons.
And it's just a two-possession ball game, and the game is definitely within reach for the Falcons.
Justin Sanchez kicks it out to the corner. Carillo fakes the three. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Roger Ondoa bothered by the Adamson defense, and he was caught dancing to the wrong song, especially that Adamson defense was choking him right there inside the three-point arc.
And good things happen to Adamson when they play this style of basketball. You know, just having good communication on defense, on their rotations, and forcing turnovers. You know, it's been doing wonders for them on the offensive end as well.
A minute gone by dito sa ating fourth and final quarter, and Adamson within 4 points. By the way, Coach Nash Rosella has left the building at halftime, so it's down to acting coach Ryan Betia to call the shots for the Soaring Falcons. And that move there, a missed layup for Alan Ignacio, that would have been big.
Yeah, almost getting it to go.
Jomel Ancheta for three, in and out, and what a rebound by Carillo, but could not get it to drop. Sanchez to Turco, 9 on the 24. Sanchez, nice handoff to Paul Turco, but first a 3-second violation for Paul Turco, watching the paint dry underneath the basket.
Yeah, good defense by Adamson again. Caught the Benilde Blazer camping in the paint and being called for the 3-second violation.
And if you're here with us at the Amoranto Arena, you would notice that right now, Coach Carlo Tan sporting his backpack at the bench, just like he does in the NCAA games. As you see Ray Allen Torres missing that 3-point basket. And the rebound by Joshua Barcelona. The drive by Kenji Cañete.
Ooh.
And makes this a 2-point ball game, 51-49.
This is getting scary for the Blazers. Only up 2 with a lot of basketball remaining.
15 on the shot clock. Carrillo fakes the 3. Sanko, nice find inside to Paul Turco. Again, the unselfishness of Benilde working wonders for them. This time around, they won't be denied.
Yeah, very simple basketball, yet effective.
They stop the bleeding and gets back their lead at 4 points. Cañete, long 2. Doesn't connect, and the rebound by Paul Turco. And here comes Jean Carrillo. Gives it up to Mark Sanko. Sanko fakes. Gives it up to Ancheta. Shot clock down to 12. Torres for 3. Bang! Bang! Boom! And it's back to a 7-point ball game for Benilde.
Wow, that was a quick 5-0 run for Benilde.
And right now, Adamson seems to be a little lost there on the defensive end with the way that Benilde has been moving the ball around. 12 on the shot clock. And the jumper is good for Matt Erolon. And they're now within 5 points.
Yeah, this time the offense is picking up in the fourth quarter, trading baskets.
But that's not what Adamson wants, especially that they're down by 5 points, a 2-possession ball game. Sanko, nice find to Paul Turco. Again, the system working here for the Benilde Blazers of acting coach Paulo Layug.
Yeah, that's the second time around, second high-low action between Paul Turco and Mark Sanko.
11 on the shot clock and an offensive foul against Joshua Barcelona. Things getting from bad to worse for Adamson.
Wow, you can really see the Blazers running their play to perfection.
And the trust that Coach Paulo Layug is giving his players. You know, you've got multiple platoon substitutions during this ball game. And we're seeing that the Blazers are a plug-and-play team.
And what's nice about that is when you maximize all the players that you have on the bench, you keep them fresh for the late stages of this ball game.
Eusebio, 3-ball off the bench and drains it. 61-51, and Benilde up top in double digits.
That was a quick swing. It's been a 7-0 run for the side of the Blazers.
Fuentebella for 3, answers right back, and it's a 7-point ball game. But what's dangerous about that possession was that it's like a one-and-done possession for Adamson. 10 seconds on the shot clock and a rare turnover by Mark Sanko.
Na sobrang daming options ng offense nila, no? Pati sila nalilito minsan eh.
This action is getting intense. It's starting to get to me, and luckily, Adamson calls timeout. We'll take this breather. 5 minutes and 11 remaining in this ball game. This is your Pinoyliga Collegiate Cup, the Big Dance, Final Four 2024. (61-54). 5 minutes and 11 remaining here in the fourth and final period. The Adamson Soaring Falcons trading blows with the Benilde Blazers, and we have a ball game in our hands inside the Amoranto Arena.
Yes, the Falcons getting the lead down to 4 points in the early stages of the fourth quarter. But
I believe it was 2 points.
Oh, 2 points.
Yes, 2 points. They
you
were
know,
able to cut it down to that low, but Benilde, with that resurgence, that brought it back to as high as around 10 points.
Yes.
Yeah.
Buti na lang nasagot ni Fuentebella yung tres from the Blazers side, and now it's 7 points and the possession is theirs.
Ray Allen Torres facing the defense of Kahubrom. Austin Ronzone. to Kenji Cañete. Nice find inside to Fuente Bella. Patay ang butiki sa kanyang tira. Halfway through the fourth and final period, and lucky break for Benilde. Sanko, the handoff to Ian Torres. Shot clock reads 12. They go to Gab Cometa. Cometa against Austin Ronzone. 5 on the 24. They kick it out to Kahukom, who was not ready for that pass. And here comes Adamson. Cañete. Ronzone. Ray Allen Torres facing Joshua Kahukom. 12 on the shot clock. Gets that Barcelona pick. 8 on the 24. A 3-ball. No good for Austin Ronzone. And two teammates collide. And Benilde onto their offensive set quickly. Eusebio, another 3. This time rattles out. That could have been big.
That could have been big. In and out for Anton Eusebio.
18 on the 24 for Adamson. They need baskets quick as we are down to the last 4 minutes of the ball game. Fuente Bella, bang, bang, boom, cashing in on that shot, and it's down to a 4-point ball game once again.
Wow, second triple for Joshua Fuentebella here in the fourth quarter, and the lead is back down to 4.
Sanko, 10 seconds on the shot clock for Benilde. Cometa, the jumper falls through, and it's a 6-point lead for the Blazers.
And Gab Cometa, steady performance all throughout this ball game.
Austin Ronzone gives it up to Cañete. Shot clock down to 12. Adamson needs more buckets here. No good for Kenji Cañete, and luckily for Adamson, Anton Eusebio stepped at the baseline, giving them the possession back with 14 seconds on the shot clock. And here we go again. Coach Paulo Layug with another platoon substitution. Here comes Adamson, the jumper. No good for Matt Erolon. One and done possession for Adamson on that one. Justin Sanchez, the bump and the shot. And the basket counts for Justin Sanchez.
And Justin Sanchez really finding, that he has an advantage with using his size and his agility, and he's been doing it in the past possessions when he's been able to score.
Adamson now down to 9 men after Joshua Barcelona fouls out of the ball game with less than 3 minutes remaining. So this will be a tough spell for acting head coach Ryan Betia heading into the final stretch of this match.
Yes, he's losing one of their key players here in the late stages of the fourth quarter. Won't be surprised if they'd start using Alan Ignacio more.
And the free throw missed by Justin Sanchez. And now let's go to our courtside reporter Daphne Lozano for this report on the Benilde Blazers.
The Soaring Falcons, the boys were reminded to breathe and use their full energy and confidence in the breaks of the game. Another play was introduced to them, which heavily emphasizes an improved ball movement to penetrate under the paint. Let's see if the Falcons will switch things up last minute, or will the Blazers blast away towards the finals. Back to you, Justin and Diego.
All right, thank you very much, Daphne Lozano, for that report on the ADAMSON Soaring Falcons. And as Daphne was talking, there was a Kenji Cañete 3-point shot that cut this Benilde lead back down to 5 points.
Yeah, crucial basket for ADAMSON Falcons. Cañete draining that 3. And it's only 5 points. We have 2.5 minutes left, and this is still a ball game.
Definitely. Neither team out of the woods yet. And for Adamson, they still have this opportunity to pull the rug from under Benilde. 19 seconds on the shot clock for the Benilde Blazers.
And I think the referees are reviewing the situation.
Again, it's a 65-60 ball game in favor of the Benilde Blazers, and they need to start putting up shots here to extend this lead and pull away from Adamson. And Justin Sanchez starts right there The way he's been doing his sidestep moves, it is just nasty.
Yeah, the Falcons not having an answer for that sidestep of Justin Sanchez.
And we are down to the midnight hours of this ball game. Kenji Cañete trades baskets there with Justin Sanchez earlier, and it's still a 5-point ball game.
Yeah, and Adamson has been trading baskets with Benilde the whole time. And they really have to find an answer on the defensive end if they're gonna try to steal this ball game.
10 seconds on the shot clock. Gab Cometa facing the defense of Austin Ronzone. 4 on the shot clock. Cometa drives. No good on the layup, and the rebound by Alan Ignacio. And Adamson can cut this deficit to as low as 2 points. Matt Erolon to Austin Ronzone for 3. Short. And 1:30 to go. Will Benilde hang on to this one, or will we see another Adamson stop?
Yeah, we need another stop from Adamson, and they need to convert on the next trip down the floor.
Ian Torres against Kenji Cañete. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Free for 3 goes Anton Eusebio. And it's an 8-point lead for the Benilde Blazers. And Adamson burns this timeout. We'll be right back after this short break.
That was a big shot.
(70-62), the Benilde Blazers on top here with 1:08 remaining. And let's see if the Benilde Blazers will hang on to get their seat into the finals, where they will face either the LPU Pirates or the Cinderella of the ball, ang JRU Heavy Bombers.
Yes, very exciting. The next the next game here in the Pinoyliga Cup is going to be an exciting ball game, as we have the JRU Heavy Bombers. You know, they're, like you said, Cinderella story nga.
5 seconds on the shot clock. Matt Erolon, high off glass, no good. Pero we have another whistle on the floor.
Ooh, that was a late call by the referee.
And the foul is on Justin Sanchez. 55.4 seconds remaining in this ball game. Austin Ronzone checks back in for Flever Dignadice. "12 seconds on the shot clock for Adamson. Trapped at the corner was Matt Erolon and turns the ball over. And Justin, that might be it. And Benilde just needs to hang on and waste more clock here.
Yeah, it was really that three-pointer by Anton Eusebio. That was the dagger of this ball game.
7 seconds on the shot clock. Justin Sanchez for the dagger. No good. And here comes Adamson. Nice find inside to Ignacio. Loses the handle, but there's a foul called with 19.8 seconds remaining.
Justin Sanchez arguing the call and said he got all ball on that layup by Alan Ignacio.
Alan Ignacio to the foul line for 2 shots. In and out on the first one. And again, Justin, those kinds of misses, those kinds of miscues definitely did not help Adamson's cause throughout this ball game. And actually also, come to think of it, the second quarter itself, that was the turning point of this ball game, the way the Benilde Blazers held down Adamson to just 5 points.
Oh, sayang. And kahit nakahabol yung Adamson, it was just, when the game was suddenly in reach, they just started trading baskets, and that was the downfall of the Falcons.
And we have another timeout on the floor with 9.2 seconds remaining. We'll be right back.
Chill na yun,
9.2 seconds separate Benilde and their seat into the finals of the 2024 Pinoyliga Collegiate Cup, the Big Dance. But Adamson with possession here. 8 points is the lead for Benilde, and they need a quick basket. Ray Allen Torres gives it up to Erolon. Quick jumper, makes that one. And a quick substitution for Benilde. Gab Cometa and Ian Torres back in the fold.
Yeah, Matt Erlon finding a way to get the ball off the inbound and nailing a difficult jumper.
Yeah, they only wasted about 3 seconds, less than 3 seconds on that possession. Here comes Benilde. They just need to waste away clock. 3 seconds remaining, and that will be it. And the foul given up by Matt Erolon. But with 0.7 remaining, it is all but done and dusted, as they say.
Yeah, 6-point game. 0.7 seconds remaining, and it will be Ancheta.
And that will be it. Our final score, 70-64. The Benilde Blazers advance to the finals of your Pinoyliga Collegiate Cup, the Big Dance 2024, with a masterclass of a victory over the Adamson Soaring Falcons of the UAAP. And Justin, your final thoughts on this exciting first offering so far?
It was a great basketball game. It was a game of runs. However, the Benilde Blazers in that second quarter just made the biggest run, outscoring them 23-5. And Adamson tried to make a run of their own in the fourth quarter, but in the end, it was just trading baskets, and Benilde took control of that, and that's why they ended up with a 6-point victory.
And before anything, let's take a moment of silence first for the Benilde alma mater hymn, more like the LaSalle alma mater hymn. And now it's time to hear the Adamson University School Hymn. May mga highlights pa naman, so para hindi tayo maubos ng usapan. nakalagay dyan? Trophy siguro. Trophy? Bakit naman?
Mahirap pa ito maglagay yung trophy dyan, baka matamaan doon sa kusina.
Are you nangyari sa women's? Nasira yung trophy.
Because natamaan.
Natamaan sa mga third quarter ata.
Finals.
Oo. Yung gilas pa ata yung All right, that was the conclusion of our ball game. Our final score once again, 70-64. The Benilde Blazers punched the first ticket to the finals as we take a look at our Pinoyliga Collegiate Cup, the Big Dance 2024 game highlights brought to you by Smart. And Justin, quick recap of this ball game. It was that second quarter run that gave the Benilde Blazers that advantage.
Yes, doon talaga sila nagka-control ng ball game na to sa second quarter na yon. Although, Adamson giving it all they got in that third quarter, cutting the lead down, but it was just the Blazers, showing their composure until the end of the ball game and getting them this 6-point victory.
Yeah, definitely. But again, nothing to be ashamed of for the Soaring Falcons, playing with a depleted lineup.
Yes.
And the way that they have fought tooth and nail, especially in the second half, the way that they recovered from that slump in the second period.
And yeah, and now let's bring it over to Daphne Lozano to interview the best player of the game.
Thank you so much, Justin. I am now beside our best player of the game from the CSB Blazers, Justin Sanchez, with 14 points, 9 rebounds, and 4 assists. Congratulations once again, Justin, for another best player performance. So ayun, congratulations also dahil you finally got the ticket towards the final. So how does it feel getting the win?
Siguro maganda rin sa amin dahil dito matitest kasi malapit na yung kagaya nga nung sinabi ko last time, yung NC. So dito sa championship na to, kukunin din namin para yung baon namin towards to NCAA. Puro diba? Masaya kasi nakakuha tayo ng championship and yun.
At least may kumpiyansa rin kayo bago mag-start yung season. So, may I ask lang, ano ba ang sikreto ng isang Justin Sanchez in order to give his best in every game?
Dasal lang kay Lord. Tiwala lang sa mga teammates ko tsaka sa mga coaches ko. And yun, pag kasi nasa loob ako ng court, kagaya nung sinabi ni Kuya Dwight Howard nung nasa international competition kami, pag kumenter ka ng court, kailangan talaga 100% yung ibibigay mo para wala kang regret pagkatapos ng laro.
And I'm sure at magbubunga din naman yung bawat ensayo mo. Kaya naman ngayon, meron ka bang gustong batiin at pasalamatan sa mga nanonood ngayon?
Una-una, nagpapasalamat ako sa CSB community, kay Boss Frank, shoutout doon sa family namin doon sa Kainta, kay Ma'am, kay Mama Lori, kay Coach Manu, and then kay Tita Lay and kay Tito Bart, and then shoutout din sa family ko sa Pampanga, kay Papa sa San Simon, sa mga ate ko sa San Fernando, tapos sa tito ko and family ko sa Tarlac din. And yun, shoutout sa kay Boss Herb, tsaka sa Swiss Dental, and yun kay Boss Martin. Hello! Yeah. Okay.
Ang haba. Pero thank you so much, Justin. That is all for our best player interview. Back to you, gentlemen.
Very much, Daphne Lozano, with that interview with our best player of the ball game, Justin Sanchez, 14 points, 9 rebounds, and 4 assists. And again, Justin, the other Justin.
Yes.
We talked about the second quarter, that 23-5 second quarter, that's what doomed the ADAMSON Soaring Falcons in, and that is basically the story of the ball game.
Yes, it really was the second quarter that gave the Blazers, not just the lead, but the confidence and momentum to carry it all the way to the fourth quarter.
Yes, and that was just our first game of our doubleheader here in the Final Four. Up next, it is the Gate Crashers in the 13 seed LPU Pirates versus the number 17 seed JRU Heavy Bombers coming up next. And once again, the bells of the ball, the cream of the crop that rises to the top are right here. This is the Final Four of your Pinoyliga Collegiate Cup, the Big Dance 2024, where soon we will find out which collegiate team is number one.
Get 8 gigabytes of all-access power.
To do it all.
Plus only TikTok to scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life, and more. With Smart Power All access data now up to 90 days. Load now.